So, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they're first in their division right now and just blew out the Packers on Sunday night, or just didn't blow them out, but they beat them bigly, or convincingly on Sunday. And I think they're a pretty interesting team, and I think they're going to make their Super Bowl contenders this year. And I'm going to get into why based off the 6 games played so far. All right, so first thing I want to talk about is the offense. And, you got to talk about Tom Brady first. He was their huge free agent signing this year. He's playing not great, but good. He's playing good so far this year. He's thrown for 1,541 yards with a completion percentage of 64%. And he does have 4 interceptions, which is 6 interceptions away from the leading total, which is held by Kirk Cousins, and about 19th best in the league when it comes to interceptions. But he does have 11 touchdowns, which is second best in the league. Playing amazing per se, but I'm going to say he's playing pretty good this year. But I do want to talk about Ronald Jones II. He's playing amazing this year. He's 4th or 5th best in the league in rushing, with 472 yards, averaging 4.9 per carry, which is the 5th best among players who have rushed at least 70 times this year. I wouldn't say that they have a dominant passing attack or rushing attack. I would say they both have pretty good passing attacks and rushing attacks. The Buccaneers, they have 249 yards passing the ball, which is around league average, and rushing the ball, they have 109 yards per game, which is around or a little lower than league average right now. They're still able to get their points with averaging 29 points per game, which, keep in mind, was a little inflated just because of that game against the Packers, where they kind of destroyed them, or they did destroy them 8-10. So that average score is a little bit inflated, but been able to score around 23 points per game, besides one game where they lost to Chicago, where they were only able to score 19 points. That was the game where Tom Brady forgot which down it was. But the majority of the games, they've been able to score a lot of points in bunches. Let's talk about this Buccaneers defense, because this defense is truly dominant. They've allowed the least amount of yards in total, with 282 yards allowed per game. This run defense has been amazing, only allowing 64 yards per game. Keep in mind that they had to play great elite running backs such as Alvin Kamara, Christian McCaffrey, and Austin Eckler in 3 of the games so far. Obviously, they played in separate games against those elite running backs, but still, nonetheless, it's very impressive. Passing defense is also pretty dominant. They have allowed 217.7 yards per game, which is around 6th best in the league. Now, this team has also been able to get sacks this year. They are the 2nd best team when it comes to sacks, with having 22 sacks this year, which is 2nd best in the league. One of their sack leaders, JPP, Jason Pierre-Paul, has 5.5 sacks, which is 3rd best in the league right now. Additionally, this team knows how to intercept the ball. They've had 8 interceptions this year, which is 3rd best, or tied for 2nd best in the league. A lot of those interceptions have come from Carlton Davis, who has 3, and Mike Edwards has 2. Now, there's one player I want to highlight on the defensive end who doesn't really pop out when it comes to basic stats. Jamal Dean. Now, he only has 2 tackles this year, and he's only knocked down 1 pass. But according to Pro Football Focus, his defensive rating is 90.5. His rush defense is 65.7, and his coverage is 90.7, which is 2nd best in the league when it comes to cornerbacks. This man is an elite defensive machine. Now, they've added Steve McClellan from the Jets in the trade, so this defense is only going to get better. Now, what can this team do this year? Well, they're leading the, as I said before, the NFC South now by 1 game. It looks like they're gonna make the playoffs. Again, it's really early, but maybe they don't win the division. but I can definitely see this team going far. Playoffs, just due to they kind of got the recipes for success. I mean, they've got a pretty elite defense, and they do have a Super Bowl winning quarterback in Tom Brady, who is elite, even though he's not playing, not amazing through 6 games, but not amazing, but not horrible. Kind of like pretty good through 6 games. But I can definitely see this team going far in the playoffs this year. And that's really all. Like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.